Slurping my coffee. Good morning. Good morning. I have a project that I want to do with you today. I shared this Bible that I found at, I was out antique shopping, thrift shopping, and yard sailing in Amish country. And I found this really old Bible. I showed it yesterday with my haul of things that I found. And I had a lady message me, and she really wanted the Bible. And I said, but I really wanted to put some flowers on it. And she said, that's fine. My colors are blue and tan, like beige, and do whatever you want. So anyway, I'm going to decorate this Bible for her with you guys. So I thought I would put it down and let you all see what I'm doing. Hello. And I have an open house here today. Not here, but at one of my real estate listings at 1 o'clock. So it's 11:30. So I've got time to play around with this. I've been thinking about it. Thought about it last night. Thought about it this morning. And my first thought was to use a metal wire. I don't want to glue it to the Bible. I don't want to hurt the Bible at all. When I first saw it, that's what I was thinking. But the more I thought about it, I thought it's not necessary to make it permanent. So I thought about this wire as something that would be stable, that you could, take on and off and all of that. But it's pretty wide. I'm not sure. It might be fine. So then I took it so far as to, okay, let's use this. It's metal lace. You get it at Hobby Lobby. It's just metal lace. But then I was worried too about the edges and stuff. So this morning, without you guys, I pulled out some leaves that are a little bit thick. The millinery leaves I had were not the right color. They were all very kind of yellow green. I don't know. They just didn't look. I don't know. I wasn't crazy for them. So I thought about doing this to wrap to kind of lessen the sharpness of this. Yeah, see, now it doesn't hurt if you would bump it, and then kind of build the leaves off of that on each end. It wouldn't be this long, but and then do the same thing on the other end and then fill it in with flowers. Then I thought, but is it too wide? As I was laying some flowers on here, I just wondered if it was, I don't know, is it too wide? And it kind of wants to hold, like I've got it in a shape here, and I think it would lay like that, but I'm worried it might stay too stiff and kind of poke up. I don't know. So then I thought, well, maybe I want to do paper. Maybe I'll just do both and see which one we like better. I don't know. This was my first idea. You don't always go with your first idea, because see, it's kind of it's kind of sticking. See, can you there you can tell it's kind of like wanting to stick out, and I don't know that I love that. So this is a great idea, and maybe I just need more time to think about it and not such a kind of a rushy morning. Oops. Oh, shoot. Hang on. I just dropped my paper. Hang on. I just went sliding right off the table. Okay. So I have this paper, and I thought, well, let's just play around with that. Let me get my glasses on here so I can see what I'm doing. The line is right here, so I'll make it just maybe a little bit. Let's see, I'll line it up on that line there. I'm gonna try it. I'm just gonna try it and see. We may not like this, but I just wanted a little something. Okay, so then that's gonna fold, which maybe I should have got out my bone folder. Maybe that would, I don't think I need that much of a fold. Okay, and then I don't want it to go over on the table, but I want it to go far enough down. So let's do that. All right, so here's what I got. And then, and this too is sticking out, so I need to maybe see if yeah, see, kind of make it hug a little bit more. Let's see, how can I do that? I'm not tacking it down no matter what. Okay, How about that? And then, oh, I have another great idea. Hang on a minute. Let me grab something else. Oh, wrong drawer. Hang on. Here we go. I was in the wrong drawer. Here we go. All right. How about I use my corner puncher thing, my corner rounder. Okay. So there. So the corners went from that to that. All right. So it looks like a popsicle stick that's bent. Yeah, that's better. Okay, and that just gives me a little foundation to put my flowers on. No sharp edges. Yeah, I didn't charge her. I didn't charge her enough to do all of that, and she wasn't sure that she really wanted it all. So I said, let me just do it because I talked about it and it's in my head, and I wasn't going to sell the Bible because I wanted to do this. And she's like, well, go ahead, do what you want to do. Here's my colors. And I said, I won't make them permanent. And she said, that's fine. Do it. So anyway, but yeah, I didn't mark it up enough to do, go wild with it. And maybe it is such a cute little idea. Maybe I'll search for another one and we'll do it again. So, and I can take it all the way and then list that one, right? Maybe we can do that. So, okay. So let's get our glue down to glue this leaf down, just on the paper, not on the Bible. Okay. And then whatever I put down here, it's really got to bend as well. Maybe that will be a good thing, actually. Will this do that? Let's see here. Or is it going to want to pop it up, pull it up? It's got a wire in there, but it may not be a wire. It might be yeah, it's a plastic strip. So I think it's naturally going to want to pull itself up. So I don't think I'm going to use that leaf. I've got a couple of other, see, this one has that plastic on there. I wonder if I can, how about that? I pulled it right off. So, okay, let's put this leaf down here. That was smart, right? But yeah, I love the lock and key. So sweet. I've got rosary, jewelry that I could add, the beads, and that would be beautiful worked into it as well. But, I just want to do this little thing to inspire you guys to do something pretty. I know a lot of us have our grandparents' Bibles that are probably pretty tattered and not in perfect condition, but yet they're special. And so maybe they're not out in your decor because of that. Okay, now I'm going to take a eucalyptus leaf. See if I can do this same. Yep, look at that. It peels right off. Okay, I wanted to use the millinery leaves, but they were not the right colors at all. Let's see here. How can I do that? Okay, I wanted to overlap a little. They were not the right colors, so okay. And then let's do this. Okay. Oh gosh, I don't know which way to go. Oh, if I miss my mark, I'll just add another leaf. So it's fine. Okay, there. Now we have the paper all covered. The Bible is intact. Everything is fine. Looks nice from the back. Just a sweet little deal. Let's see if I can force it. I thought about floral wire sandwiched between two strips of paper. But we'll see. We'll see what we end up with here. Okay. I don't know that it's necessary to cut all of that out. And maybe one more leaf to match this one kind of coming out there at the top. Okay, so let's get this one down. Yeah, I was kind of thinking about that too. But this may just lay just fine. Like I said, she wasn't like all into the flower idea, and then she came back and said, you know what, just do your thing. And well, she didn't say that, but she basically said do your thing. Okay, So there's that. Then I have just like a handful of little sweet little ferns and things like that that I can tuck in. What else did I pull? A couple of these little leaves. I pulled this really dark one for a little drama, a little depth, whatever you want to call it. So there's that. Then I pulled this one. I thought this was such a pretty, I mean, it's ugly, but it's pretty. It's ugly, but it's pretty, if that makes any sense at all. It just seems like it kind of has the age of the Bible. It's kind of really old and really tattered. And those of you that have bought my flower bundles are going to see things like this. And you really just kind of have to play with them and get them to come back to life. They're all stuffed in those bags. But look how pretty it is now. See, it was so ugly. And look, I brought it back to life. So I'm going to cut this stem off a little bit here. And let's get that one down. She's going to love this beigey color for sure. I'm sure of that. Okay, so I'm going to get it down, and then I'm going to kind of bring it back up a little bit, bring it back to life. Okay, perfect. Okay, and then I had these. They're a little too white. I'll show you. And I've got this blue hat I grabbed. It's my only hat in blue. Of course she wanted blue. You know, it's hard to get, and you're all going to write about Texas bluebells and all that, but it is hard to get flowers in a blue color. Like in nature, you look, and there's not a lot of blue flowers like there are pinks and purples and all that, all the other colors. So this one's quite pretty as well. So maybe we'll stick that in. Or is it too much beige on beige? I don't know. I love it because look, it's got that little bit of blue in there. Yeah, it's going down as well. Okay, so we're going to put this one down. Okay, then my thought was I would, hot glue. That glue's hot. Who knew? And then I thought I would take some of these blue flowers and maybe just fill in the edges. Let's see here. Okay, 2 of them want to come, so all right. All right, I don't want more than 2 here. Hang on. I'm disassembling an old hat here. Hi, Marilyn. Yeah, Robbie, that would work if I need it. I don't know that I'm going to need it. Once it's in her decor, it's just going to lay there like that, and she can lift it off and dust it. And I don't know that it seems to be bending okay. But yeah, if I have to wire it down, I will. So this one didn't come off super cleanly. See, I got that little spot. Oh, here comes Randy mowing again. He really hates to mow, but is he not always mowing? He mows when it doesn't need mowed. He's fussy. He's a fussy bucket. I just let him do it, whatever. I tell him, I don't think it needs mowed. He's like, you don't know anything about the yard. And I'm glad. I don't want to know anything about the yard. I'm fine with that. Okay, here we go. I'm going to shove this one in. It's just a little bit lighter blue, but that not only covers up a little bit of that leaf, but it kind of pushes my petals up on these really old, delicate ones. So kind of like that, making sure I'm not getting anything. So here's just a little hint of blue for her, okay? But the bulk of it is beige. And then let's see what else we can come up with. Yeah. Very good. No, now I've got this. Okay. So, but do you see my vision? Can you guys see my vision for the Bible? I don't want them any bigger, but I love those 2 tatteredy ones. Let's see, here's like a beigey rose looking something or another. It's kind of standing up. We'll tuck that in there. It's a little bit lighter color, so it'll pop. So we're going to tuck this in here. And then maybe I'll take one of these little ferns. Let's see here. I'm going to shove that in. It's a little bit long. I'm going to take a little bit off of it. Okay, let me glue it down. I'm going to shove it up in. There we go. There we go. I love all of the texture of the leaves. And of course, I love ferns. So we always have to throw that in. Hi, Sharon. Good morning, everybody. Let's see here. Anybody know if Dollar General has balloons? I need to get some balloons for my open house sign. I tried to call them twice and they pick up, but I can't hear them talk. Man, I just want to know if you have balloons. I have regular old balloons here, but I kind of thought the helium would be better. Let's see, I don't want it to go so far. It's too big. Let's see here. Here's another one. I can steal a tip off of this fern leaf. Let's just steal like a little tip. Let's see, better see where I'm going to put it. Yeah, I can lift it. Okay. I'm going to lift this petal up. I'm going to soften the end of this just a bit. Oh, I just really love the ferns. See them? Different colors, different textures. Okay, we're almost done. I just have the other half. I'm over halfway finished. Absolutely loving this myself. I need to get a nice blue in there. You almost can't see her blue. So here's another blue flower. Let's see if we can't get this whacked off of this hat. Let's see. Let's see where it's stuck down. Oh, there it's, that petal's stuck. And this petal is stuck. Really stuck. Okay. Sometimes they just all want to go, don't they? Okay, fine. If you want to go too, you can go too. Happy? Are ya happy? I might need to keep these. These have the little blue stamens. I might keep those. Sometimes we do little tiny crafts. Now, where am I going to put them that I'll ever find them? That's another question. But, okay, let's put the darker blue out so she can see the blue. All right. Okay, I can dig that. So let's put a little glue on that. I'm not gluing onto the Bible. I'm just gluing onto the leaves that we put down as our base. Okay. And then I need another creamy, something creamy here. I'll show you what I'm digging through. There's a rose. It's kind of too big. Here's another one of those little ones that I put up there, but there's nothing lifted to put it up against. So I need something else big. Here's another one of these kind. I must have had a whole hat full of these, and it's got the blue in the middle. So I know it's not great, but when you pull it, pull your petals down and gather it like that, see, it gets pretty. So I'm going to cut this down a little bit more. Let's see if I can't bend it all. And prop this up. Oh, I don't want to cover up those blue. There's nothing. Oh, no, because that won't stay up. Let's see. I'm kind of liking that. I'm just gonna glue it right here. Let's see what we do here, and if I can tuck it underneath that little blue petal, so that you don't see the stem. Let me glue that blue petal down because that's not super pretty. See, yeah. So let me glue that petal down so that you don't see that. Okay, now let me show you what it looks like. There you go. See, much prettier. All right, so I make the petals lay where I want them to. And then I kind of think I like that. Just kind of flopping like that. I kind of like it. Wispy and soft. I like that. Doesn't really even need another leaf or anything, honestly. Let's see. It goes like this. Dang, maybe, and she can lay that open if she would want. I don't think I'm going to put any more ferns on it. I think I'm going to leave it sweet and flowy. And I wish this one would lay back so that you could see these little old stamens and the little pearly looking thing in the middle. You see, if that would stay back, see how pretty that is in the middle, but it keeps wanting to do that and cover up. And there's nothing for me to glue it to. Maybe I could tuck a little leaf under here. Maybe just like a little leaf, like one of these. Okay, now what's my problem? Right here. I'm gonna see if I can glue this little piece in here to give that little, see how it wants to stay up? So I'm going to go up underneath it, see if I can get it to glue to that leaf under there. And then that gives me something to glue it down with. And I'm going to open that up and make that, oh, I did the bottom part, but the top part still, maybe it'll go through. Yeah, maybe it'll go through. And then maybe I'll just spritz these little, maybe that's all I needed to do is spritz it in the first place. If I spritz it with a little water and train it to go back, maybe that's all it needed. But anyway, so here's our little deal. And I could wire it. I could put a piece of wire and then another piece of this, but honestly, I think it's fine. I'm just gonna lay it like that and send it to her. See, this needs to stay open too. I feel like this needs to stay open. So let me show you what I mean when I say, oh, thank you. Let me show you what I mean when I say spritz it. So these two want to go, see those two? Yeah, you can see them. They're wanting to go that way. I don't want them to go that way. I'm gonna move the Bible. I'm gonna spritz just with a little bit of water, maybe too much. I got too much. And then lay them back. Lay them down, okay, like that. And maybe that will train, oh, I got that one. Yeah, now it's wet. Maybe that will train it to lay. And then this, the same thing. I kind of want to train this one there. And maybe the wetness will, it's probably been in a bag or smashed on a hat or something for so many years. It kind of, it's like your hair when you sleep on it. It kind of gets a wrinkle where you don't want it, right? It's kind of like that. So I'm just spraying it with a little bit of water to retrain these petals to kind of go where I want. But in the meantime, you're peeking at some blues in there, and that's what she wants. She seemed to be like more beige than, she said, my house is all beige with a little blue. So that's what this is. It's all beige with a little blue. So anyway, I'm very happy with this. Oh, shoot, my overspray of water. Before I put the Bible back down to show you. Okay, so here's what I came up with. Just on a piece of paper. I didn't do anything but put it on a piece of paper. There we go. I'm gonna leave it lay like this while I'm gone and see if it will retrain itself to kind of open up a little bit. And I can see a blue flower. See it? See it? I can see it through the petals. You guys wouldn't be able to, but I can. So in person you can. So there you go. So there's her sweet little Bible, exactly how I pictured it. And nothing is damaged or permanent on here or painted on here or anything. And it's wrapping around the edge just like I wanted. So I'll take pictures of this so she'll know how to lay it. I'll tell her, you know, I'll point at it. This one can go that way. The white stamen go down and the blue stamen go up. How about that? So yeah, there you go. Yay. So, all right, you guys, let's see. And it's 12 o'clock. It's perfect. I was hoping to be done by 12:15. So anyway, thank you for joining me. Oh, I can't read you. I hate wearing glasses. Hi, Mona. Hey, Tori, thank you. And thanks, Barb. Hi, Jeannie. So I hope this inspires you guys. Thanks, Sharon. Hi, Norma. No, it's not for Michelle. I had a buyer reach out to me after I did my video. Someone wanted to buy the red books and someone wanted to buy this Bible. And so I got the red books ready to roll, but the Bible, I really wanted to do this. And so the lady said, it's fine. Go ahead and dress it up. She said, if you would just keep it neutral and blues. So I did that for her. And I paid $20 for it and I charged her $30. So there you go. Let's see. Hi, Cheryl. Thanks, Andrea. Hi, everybody. Hi, Robbie's Craft and Corner. Yeah, you guys, there was a lady that messaged me. I'm not going to say her name, but she messaged me about buying it after I did my other video. She loved it. So, yes, I could have, Robbie. Yes, the lock and key. So picture this, you guys. If this is yours, your grandma's, whatever, you could easily put some rosary beads in there, dangle a little cross, a little locket, a little lock and key. You could take this so far. Some pearls, maybe grandma's pearls, grandma's watch. There's things that you could work into this to make it really, really special. But I think it's pretty special as it is. And you saw how ugly these flowers were when I pulled them out, but look at them go. I think they're beautiful. So again, I'll give you a close-up all the way around so that you can see. You know the story now. And there you go. This is how it's going to go to her. So I'm going to smash it all back down when I ship it, but she'll see how to fluff it. So anyway, I'll go message her and let her know I did this, and she can catch the replay. And I want to thank you all for, what the heck's this? It's a little ratty. It's all ratty. Let's see. No, it doesn't need it. I'm not going to do it. I was going to no, it's too much. Okay. Leave it alone. So, okay, you guys, you got a Bible in an auction box. Now I want to know. Now you know what you can do with it, Joan. Hey, Joan, I loved that little book thing you sent me this morning. Absolutely loved it. And it inspired me. Like, can I try and make that? Make one of those? I don't know. It'll be a group thing. You'll be in there. Well, I'm thinking maybe that was pretty sweet. So thank you for sharing that with me, Joan. All right, you guys, have a great day. Wish me luck at the open house. Maybe somebody will come by and feel like it's a perfect house for them, right? So anyway, I'll see you later. I got to go check on balloons. I might have to wait in line for them to blow them up. So I better get rolling. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. Oh, and I made cookies for this. I chat GPT'd. My sister-in-law brought cookies over the other night. We had his mom has passed away recently, and we've been working out what to do with her property and stuff. And anyway, she brought these cookies, and they were oatmeal. It was an oatmeal raisin recipe. And she said, well, I always change what I do to all my recipes. So she added coconut and chocolate chips and white chocolate chips. They were the best cookies I think I've ever had. And they were cinnamony. The cinnamon gave it a little unusual kind of flavor to me without like where's the raisins kind of flavor. So anyway, I put that Chat GPT. I keep talking about that. It is such a cool app. I've got my mom using it. I got my husband using it. My kids got me using it. It's so cool. Anyway, I typed in, I need an oatmeal cookie recipe that I can add coconut. She added coconut. Did I say that? She added coconut and chocolate chips. And it sent me a recipe, and I made it last night. And my husband was like, these are the best cookies you've ever made. He just loved them. And then he keeps saying, are you sure you want to take all those to the open house? And he's not, he is so disciplined with sweets. He can eat one cookie a day and be a happy man. I need 7, right? I can't just eat one. But yeah, so if you guys have Chat GPT, give it a try. I should put the recipe, but the only thing is you can't save and paste from there. At least I don't know how. I have to screenshot it. So it's kind of not a great thing for me to reshare with you guys, or I guess I could text it to you, but yeah, it was really good. It was Chat GPT, and I said oatmeal, chocolate chip, and coconut cookie, and it sent it. And then it gave you variations, like you could add raisins, you could omit the chips, you could add cinnamon, and it was one other idea, and maybe it was craisins. I can't remember what it was, but I was like, no, I like it just like this. So anyway, and then it told you cook them, I think it said 10 to 12 minutes or until they're brown and crispy on the outside, but they still will look soft and gooey in the middle. They're done. I thought that was interesting because usually I try to get the middle to not look so gooey and then they're total crisp, So I really like that Chat GPT thing. I ask it everything you can imagine. Anything health-wise or recipes. My daughter was like, Mom, just look in your fridge and tell them what you have, and it'll tell you something. I had chicken. I kind of wanted something chicken and noodles, but I didn't want soup, And so I told it I had chicken breasts and noodles. What can I make? And it gave me a recipe, and it was fabulous. I screenshot that and saved it. So it's much quicker than Pinterest, no ads and all that. And I like it. I ask it the things you would ask Google. It is called Chat GPT, and it's white with little black circles. Looks like a spiral graph logo, and it's called Chat G. P as in Paul, T as in Tammy. And anyway, if you see it in your app store, it's free. It's amazing, life-changing. It's an AI thing. And then I was talking to Julie about it, and she said, people are like falling in love with their person, their Chat GPT person, like whoever it is, because my husband and I have been making wine. My stepdad makes wine all the time. And so my husband's kind of like, wanted to give it a try someday. And I thought, if we're going to do this, we need to do this while he's around and able to help us and teach us, because I had no idea. Didn't turn out to be that difficult. But anyway, we've enjoyed doing it, but we had some questions throughout the process. And so I just Chat GPT, and it gave you all kinds of information. But it also, at the very end, it always wants to keep you chatting. Like it'll say, I love wine too. Tell me what, it asks you like for more. And I usually just get out then. I don't go on. But I could see how if someone's really lonely, and like it says, let me know how you like the cookies. If you need a different, if they're, too dry or too thin or whatever, let me know and I will tweak the recipe for you. So let me know what you think of it. Stuff like that. And I want you to keep you going. So anyway, it's really, it's a fun, usable app, and I love it. So just a heads up, I'll be talking about it again for sure in the future, I'm sure. So anyway, you guys, wow, I'm going to go. Have a great rest of your day. I may see you later. Oh gosh, somebody's saying something about my ruffles. Hi, Dorinda. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yes, I was influenced by the shirt and the Amazon necklace. So yeah, the shirt came from some boutique and I thought it was cute. So anyway, I'm like dressed up top and then just jeans, my barrel jeans from Amazon. Love them. So anywho, you guys, have a great day. Thanks for watching. If you jumped in late, here's what we made, the little flower arrangement for my old antique Bible that I found. And I absolutely love it. So thanks for joining me. Give that Chat GPT a try when you're bored, or if you got a question, look it up and see what it gives you. But don't fall in love with that person, right? But I can see how it could be your friend. Like if you're really lonely, I can see how you could hold a whole conversation with it. So, all right, you guys, I gotta fly. Bye-bye.